Wunderlist joins Microsoft, Pinterest launches Buyable pins, and how to fake like you bought a $10,000 Apple Watch for just $100. It's Tuesday, June 2nd, and this is Crunch Report. Microsoft has confirmed rumors that it has acquired Wunderlist. In a blog post about the sale, Christian Reber, who's the CEO and founder of Six Wunderkinder, a German company behind Wunderlist, says that Wunderlist has 13 million users who have created 1 billion to-do lists so far. That probably sounds pretty good on the numbers side and the productivity side for a company like Microsoft. Now, Reber also claims that nothing about Wunderlist will change, not for now anyway, and his team will stay based in Berlin. He does note that Wunderlist will get deeper into the Microsoft universe in some form anyway, which could mean interesting tie-ins with other recent Microsoft acquisitions, such as the calendar app Sunrise, for one. I'd like to see that. Okay, consumers. We're all consumers, right? Apple HomeKit-enabled devices are officially on the market. These, of course, are devices that can be programmed and then controlled via iOS. So let's talk about a few. Elgato Eve is a set of 4 connected wireless sensors that monitor air quality and temperature, humidity, indoors and outdoors too. And through HomeKit, an iOS device can check on stats that Eve is gathering, even if that person isn't home at the time. And that would be through the Apple TV, which can act as a HomeKit remote hub. Pretty cool. Pre-orders start today for the sensors. They range from about $40 to $80 depending on the sensor you buy at Walmart.com and Amazon, and then we'll hit the Apple Store starting in July. Or how about the ecobee 3? That's a connected thermostat designed for houses that have different climate control needs in different rooms. So through HomeKit, ecobee 3 owners can group actions together and then control them via Siri, and then of course that Apple TV as well. It starts shipping later this month and is destined for Apple stores, Home Depot, Best Buy, and Amazon, starting at $249. The Lutron Cassetta Smart Bridge is a long name, but it lets users control lights in specific areas, as well as check with Siri to see if, hey, is that light on in that specific area of my house that I can't see right now? And then of course you can use the Apple TV if you're away from the house altogether. In Apple stores starting today for $230. And a reminder that these are just the first of a bunch of HomeKit accessories that Apple said would be coming in June. It is a little bit of a surprise to see some of them ahead of WWDC, which starts on Monday, the 8th of June. Pinterest had a little event at its San Francisco headquarters today to show off something that is pretty much a total no-brainer for the company. Almost hard to believe it didn't exist until today, but now it does. Buyable pins to directly buy stuff off Pinterest. So rich pins are pins that carry more information than some sort of a normal pin. Let's say maybe a rich pin might include a recipe to a dish that you think looks good if you pin that recipe, right? Rich pins now have a new button that allows users to buy things directly from Pinterest partners. So users will see a price of an item, available colors of that item, and then easy tap to buy experience that includes shipping. Buyable pins will launch later this month, and Pinterest partnered with payments company Stripe to handle the financial side of things. Plus, the company says that it's working with Braintree and Apple to keep the Pinterest experience simple and, of course, mobile. Big retailers like Macy's and Nordstrom will help flood Pinterest with millions of buyable products. And CEO Ben Silbermann says that Pinterest is also working with tens of thousands of smaller local brands and merchants as well. Speaking of merchants, no transaction fee for merchants or for buyers. Not yet, anyway. Let's talk about the future of Thunderbolt. It's actually more interesting than it sounds, I promise. At Computex, which is happening in Taipei this week, Intel is showing off the bells and whistles of Thunderbolt 3, which is a port that uses a reversible USB-C connector, includes USB 3.1 support, and speeds up data transfer by 100% over Thunderbolt 2 to 40 gigabits per second. Very nice. It also supports 2 4K displays running simultaneously at 60 Hz. So essentially, it's the kind of port that a company like Apple would be totally in love with because, of course, Apple loves the simplicity of single ports that do a lot of things. Just look at its latest MacBook line. Thunderbolt 3 could actually replace Apple's single connector on, let's say, next year's version of the MacBook, with a port that just does a lot more. Intel says it'll ship the new connector later this year, and full-scale production will start in 2016. Do you have a perfectly pleasant little Apple Watch? You like it very much, but you just kind of wish it was the super fancy, expensive gold Apple Watch edition model? Well, if you don't have $10,000 to get yourself one, you can use the Midas Touch USB for $100 to fool some folks. It's a DIY kit that uses electrochemistry to plate your steel Apple Watch with 24-karat gold. Yes, real gold. It's not just painting, it's chemically binding 24-karat gold to that stainless steel surface. Now, the kit does require a stainless steel Apple Watch, although a new process to coat the sport model is in production now. The process also is a little involved. You have to clean it with a special cleaner first, then you have to do a pre-treatment bath in dissolved nickel, and then the actual gold plate application itself, which is probably going to void your warranty, by the way. But it's also a DIY dream. You people know who you are. Since Midas Touch USB launched on Kickstarter, it's raised about 20 times what it was looking to pull in from over 150 backers. So if you're into that gold look without the gold price, you're at least not alone. Hey, we've got a little party announcement before we go. TechCrunch is 10 years old this year. 2015, 10 years old. And we're having a big party this Saturday to celebrate. So if you're not busy, Saturday, June 6th, and you're in San Francisco or can get here, we'll have beer and food trucks and TechCrunch folks that you've known and hopefully loved over the years. All you have to do is bring yourself and your friends. More information at TechCrunch.com. And that is the report for today. I am Sarah Lane. Crunch Report airs Monday through Friday at 7 p.m. Eastern, 4 p.m. Pacific, right here on TechCrunch.com, and we will see you tomorrow.